Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back, everybody. This is EvolMenime. How you guys doing? I am doing absolutely fantastic. Thanks for asking. Oh, it's been a long weekend. This was 4th of July weekend for me. I don't know when exactly you'll see this video, just because it takes me a while to get some of this stuff done. So what are we doing today? Today, I'm getting my spawn chunks filled out. That's what I'm going to be doing off camera. Let me just finish this row, and then we'll move on to the other things I kind of want to talk about with you guys today. So let's talk about what's changed. So I finished filling out the spawn chunks for my platform. I took down this wall and let the villagers kind of splash in this water and spread them out so that I could talk to them and trade with them easy up. These are some of the things we've already gotten. I got a Unbreaking 1 diamond sword, an iron axe, some extra emeralds bouquet, some glass, some shears and stuff, and that was just to continue on with the trades. So what do I want to talk to you today? Well, Skyblock is outdated. I think when Skyblock 2.1 came out, Minecraft like 1.4, 1.5 was out. So it's been a minute since they've kind of updated the loot and stuff inside the chests. So that's what I wanted to do today. So I'm going to jump over to my creative world. I'll see you over there. All right, now that we're back over here, what I've done is I set up some chests for some additional things that we want to do, and some additional things that I think we should be allowed to have. So on the main island, I added one dark oak sapling. This is just to represent the tree that already grows there. On the sand island, I also added a dark oak sapling and a spruce sapling. For those of you guys who don't know, dark oak, you need 4 in order to grow 1. You can't just grow 1 dark oak. It just doesn't work. Hold on 1 second. And then for the nether, I added another dark oak sapling. And then this is going to be for where our end portal is. I'm going to have 27 soul sand. And that soul sand is, you know, like the 27 regular sand that we got. 1 nether wart, another dark oak sapling, and acacia sapling. So this will complete the 4 dark oak saplings that we would have. This will allow us to create a wither so that we can get a beacon. And actually 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in all reality, we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 withers. Yep, we can do 6 withers, 6 beacons, if we so choose, and then we could just have 3 for nether wart farming. And then this chest is going to be inside the end. It's going to have our jungle wood sapling, or a jungle sapling, and then some beetroot seeds, because those aren't currently in the game. There's no way to get those obtainable, and those are just kind of one of those things, like you don't really need them. And then 4 stacks of nether quartz to do with what you want. And this is important because you use it to make comparators, and that's mainly why I want the nether quartz, but only 4 stacks, which would, you know, also translate to only 1 stack of blocks if I chose to use it that way. And I think it might be used in some sort of other recipes. I'm not 100% sure. So what I went ahead and done is in my other world, I've spawned in 3 dark oak saplings and 1 spruce sapling in order to represent all these. And that's just to give us a little bit more variety. Once I build the end portal in like MC edit or whatever, and set it all up, I'm going to set up the nether wart, the soul sand, put the dark oak and acacia sapling in there, and then we'll also do the same for the end. And this is kind of in-game stuff. This will allow us to get vines, and then, you know, beetroots, and also some different color wood and some different variants. The other thing you can use with nether quartz is you can actually use it to make diorite and granite from cobblestone, which is really cool. Well, you use nether quartz. Here, I'll just show you. Nether quartz and like this to make diorite, and that gives you 2 pieces each, and then you use this with nether quartz and you can get granite, which is pretty neat. So it gives us another block to play with if we so choose. So let me jump back over into my skyblock. All right, so we're back over here in our skyblock world, and over here you can see I've gotten 3 dark oak saplings and 1 spruce sapling. So I went ahead and I've already spawned those in order to get them, and this thing is huge, and I'm not quite done with it. There's still quite a bit that needs to be done, so you can see that I haven't quite finished it all off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away for a little while. I'm going to finish collecting up all the resources that I need, because I pretty much used 2 double chests of stone already that I had collected. This was completely full, and this was completely full of stuff so that I could do this. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to finish that, and then I will bring you guys back once I am done so that we can start building the Iron Titan. Welcome back. So we were right in the middle of a Skyblock episode. We were getting some stuff together to build the Iron Titan. And of course, because of my hectic schedule, this stuff takes a long time sometimes. So during that time, my Skyblock died on me. It died. Well, rather, my hard drives died. And when I say my hard drives died, I mean I lost everything. And my latest backups, unfortunately, were back in May. So not recent enough that I really wanted to bother trying to go and get all that stuff again and do it over. So what I decided to do instead was... Whoops. What I decided to do instead was take this opportunity and look at it as a gift, and a gift to do what I wanted to do. So what I've done is I've created my own Skyblock world. I'm calling it Skyblock 3.0. Kind of updated it with the latest changes and some additions and stuff to kind of make the game a little bit better. And the other thing I have done is teleport EvolMenime 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, or we'll do 64. Is I have made this a complete Skyblock. So this isn't like everything has rendered in. There's nothing to render. It is 100% empty. No matter how far you go in any direction, you're just going to hit the end of the world. So what I did was I created like a super flat world. And you can see right here, this biome, I've changed it to a flower forest. So pretty much I've changed the spawn chunks to a flower forest. So if I go this way long enough, you see it shifts back into plains. So it's really the only 2 biomes in this are the plains and the flower forest. And the reason I did the flower forest is so that you could take some bone meal, like so, and you know, get some tulips, different color tulips and other flowers within Skyblock so that you know, you can so that you can get like some more dyes and stuff, and you know, those kind of things. So this should have pretty much every flower available in it. The other thing I went ahead and did is I redid some of the chests with the starting stuff. I kind of mentioned this, I think, in this video, where earlier on in this video, rather, of how I wanted like different tree types. So what I've done here is I added the dark oak sapling to the beginning because we have the regular birch over here, as well as the sunflower, because unfortunately sunflowers are just naturally generating, and you have to find them. But the nice thing about sunflowers is once you plant them, they're infinitely generating. So you can just hold this and boom, it just does it. It just does its thing. All right, so let's move on to the sand island, and over here we have the obsidian, the melon, the pumpkin seed, but I also added the spruce sapling, another dark oak sapling, because if you guys know, dark oak saplings, you need 4 of them, and then the pinoi, which works the same as the sunflower in the fact that once you plant it down, you can just spam bone meal on it and collect all sorts of stuff. All right, so let's head into the nether real quick, and then I'm gonna need some of this, and I'll show you what I've done there and kind of how I've changed that up. All right, let's go through here. All right, so let this load in real quick. So unfortunately, I haven't found a way to make the nether infinitely... to spawn empty forever. So it goes out, I think, about 800 blocks. So let's just try this real quick. Teleport, let's do 800, no, not 8,000, 800 and 0. Nope, maybe it goes farther than 800. No, it's this way. Oh, actually, you know what? It goes a lot farther than this. I think it actually goes out to like 1,800, maybe? I don't... Oh, so I'm going the wrong way. This way. Nope, this way. Anyway, it goes out a ridiculously far distance. And the reason I did that was just so that when you come in here, you can find stuff. So it goes out about almost 1,400 blocks in all directions. So I think it's far enough away that it'll make people not want to come out here. And there's also plenty of falling. Okay, there we go. There's also plenty of like nether fortresses and stuff in the area that you won't really need to go out that much further. Okay, so in here, I changed the glowstone out for soul sand, and then, you know, the mushrooms in here, and then in here I added snow. Since there's only the flower forest and the plains, you can't really get snow, so I added 2 snow so that you can make your snowman and get infinite snow. And then I added the birch, and then I added another dark oak sapling, so that's 3 now, right? The main island, the desert island, and this island, and then a lilac. And the lilac works the same way as these other 2 flowers, where you can just spam click them. All right, so the third and final change that I made is I made the end. All right, so come out here, and I created an end portal. It was just a random location. I just picked 1,000, 1,000, and then I built this. And this is true to what the end portal or the end rooms look like in the real world, or like in a regular Minecraft world. And I even put the lava and stuff in there so that you can have additional lava sources instead of just the one main one that you get. You get, what was it, 3, 6, 9... 15 lava sources in this chest, I added the final dark oak sapling, an acacia sapling, some nether wart, and then the rose bush. And the rose bush works the same as the other three, where you can just spam click it. And the reason I added these specifically was because they're naturally generating in the overworld. You can't just make these. So they're impossible to get into a Skyblock world. All right, so, and then the final thing I did is I created the end portal. So throw these eyes of Ender in here, and creates the end. We'll go in here. Hopefully nothing got messed up, and it looks beautiful. Okay, so I created the end, right? So you spawn on the spawn platform. Even if you get rid of this, if you reload it, it's just going to be there. I tried to create like a room, but it kept deleting it. So I deleted the end. I did not delete the the outlying island, so you can still go to do that. I just deleted this stuff in here. And then I killed the Ender Dragon, so you can come in here and collect this chest. And inside this chest, you have the Ender Dragon, which is a book that tells you how to respawn. Oops, the Ender Dragon. And then the End Crystal, so that you can respawn it. And then I gave you 4 stacks of nether quartz and then a jungle sapling. This jungle sapling will help. And actually, I want to add the beetroot in here as well. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to add the beetroot seeds in here as well, so you can grow beetroot as well. And I think that pretty much covers everything that's really not obtainable, with the exception of ores like diamond, right? But through villager trading stuff, you can get all that. And as you can tell, I beat the Ender Dragon. I deleted the portal that shows up when he gets to beat, so you can't just go do that. And then I also went through and I destroyed all the things, which doesn't really help because as soon as you spawn him back in, these are all going to respawn. So I recommend building a really big platform, being really OP when you come do this, or even building out and finding yourself. This is a really weird sound. Or building out to another island to get, try to find your elytras or whatever before fighting him, so that way you can kind of just fly around without worrying about falling into the void. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the beetroot to this. If there's anything else that you guys think I should add to this, please let me know in the comment section down below. Anything that's, that I can use to refresh or, gather more of just by putting it into a chest. So that's going to do it for me. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next episode of Skyblock Season 3. Ciao, ciao.